Are you on? Is you on the?
I'm on the Wi-Fi.
You on the Wi-Fi?
I'm on the Wi-Fi.
Well, y'all, welcome back
to Love and War.
To Love and War Talk Live. We're gonna get Mr. E back online. I don't know.
There go Katie.
Instagram be tripping, y'all.
Oh, the devil is a lie.
He is such a liar. We trying to do this show, okay?
There's Mr. E. Oh my goodness. I hope Mike Gita comes back too.
Yeah.
Oh man.
This was real good. We are talking
What's
male
up, buddy?
contraceptives.
I love you and your sisters and your brothers, by the way. Sorry.
We talking to male contraceptives and birth control for men. It just got, a clinical study approved.
Can we take a pause for the cause real quick? Because I'm clowning. Because any other time.
Wasn't you?
No, hold on. Here's the deal. Now, when it's me, when it's me, it's your Wi-Fi. But when it was y'all, it was Instagram, wasn't it? Boy.
I thought we talked last week and we determined it has to be Instagram. That's the only reason, babe.
That's why you told me. Is that why you told me?
All right. For our blog purposes, because we got Love and War Talk blog, okay?
Yeah.
It's on Spotify, iTunes, all of
YouTube,
the above,
everything.
through Spreaker and Anchor.
Mm-hmm.
So we got, but let's just take it back. Okay, let's round it up. Welcome to Love and War Talk, ladies and gentlemen. I'm your girl D-Light. This is my sister Ebony Mosey. Say hello.
Hello.
And that's Mr. E. Diddy out there in Dallas, Texas. What up?
Triple D, Mr. E, what's up?
We talking about the new male birth control pill that's available. It's called DMAU. It's dimethandrone undecanoate. I don't know that, so we're going to call it DMAU. There's been a new male birth control studies that's underway. Right. And it's by a company here in Los Angeles, California. The company is LA Biomed. And we are talking about unprotected sex, protected sex, this birth control pill, and the side effects that it's caused, and how men need to man up or woman up in this case. Because, first of all, one of the studies for the male birth control injection, you know how we have the shot for birth control for women, that it got cut because men couldn't take mood swings, the side effects.
Now some of the other ones.
Now, granted, you said a couple people killed themselves, right?
No, it was one person, but they can't link that depression to the birth control, though.
It causes acne, muscle pain, depression.
But that's what we get too.
Mood changes. Hey,
weight gain.
Women taking birth control pill have to deal with birth control pills every day. We deal with a whole slew of problems. Ebony, can you help me out with some of these? If you don't take them on time, what'll happen?
Well, what do you mean?
You'll start bleeding.
You start bleeding. Okay, you're right.
We have depression. Women taking birth control pills has been reported to having hair loss.
Hair loss, weight gain,
mood swings, nausea. That's the main culprit of why I can't take women birth control pills is because of the nausea.
Right.
The nauseousness, okay? So now let's just get straight down into it. Missy, how do you and your wife, okay? How do y'all control your birth control? You feel me? What do you
control it?
The same.
Or do you not control it?
Is your pull-out game mean?
I would say the same way I've been controlling it the last 30 years.
And how is that?
The pull-out game. Pull-out game like a driveway, man. Pull out
some
real
men
quick.
don't got that good pull-out game.
They more fertile than women too.
And they can't just do it. What if somebody got issues pulling out? I mean, women want to know. Number one, we were asking you before we got cut off. Okay, because this is round
condom feels right.
The use of condoms. So, because women, we gonna pry. That's the reason why we started this show, right?
We're gonna pry.
So tell them what we want to know.
We want to know, how do condoms feel from a man's point of view? Like women, we don't really feel the difference unless it's going dry and you know something wrong. And that's when we really notice, okay, this condom, put a new one on or whatever the case might be. But how does it feel to you guys when it's going dry or even just period? Like does it make it less
sensitive?
Because why do guys always want to just slide it in? They always be like,
"Oh, we have a problem with that.
I don't have one."
Yeah, why y'all coming over to the house with all the condoms?
Exactly.
Man, well, first of all, I'm gonna answer the first question. The first question is, it depends on the condom and it depends on the person, because sometimes, especially like magnums really desensitize you, and I hear from a lot of females that it dries females out. But
really, I like them.
The thin magnums, though.
I like the thin
Are they
ones.
the new ones?
It's the thin. They not that new because they.
No, I'm talking
brown,
about the
they
regular.
thin.
I'm talking
You know,
about the
she a
regular
pro.
magnum. No, I'm talking about the regular magnums you get at the corner store. That's the new age.
The common
stuff.
ones in black and gold box.
Yeah, that's
They
it.
say
Just-
thin,
Yeah.
extra thin.
No.
So,
They
I mean,
don't
but
have-
how does it feel? We know that y'all get them from the corner store, but
No,
how does
but I
it
mean,
feel? Like, why are there so many men going around here, single men, married men, whatever? Because look at Kurt Frost. We done talked about him.
You right, them ultra thins. I'm telling you,
We
they
done
feel
talk-
better.
Especially married men going around
Because-
here giving that dick out. Excuse me, y'all.
Slingshot.
Because I'm saying
Slingshot.
they out there giving. They out there
Raw.
having relations.
Baby, I like it raw.
Because y'all be
Raw.
wanting it raw. Well, y'all be wanting it raw. We be wanting it raw. I mean, men and women. I ain't
Is it
ran.
still warm with the condom on?
Huh? Does it still
Y'all
feel
feel
warm?
warm still?
It
Does
depends
it
on the
feel
female.
warm?
It depends on the female and
Really?
how wet she is. Yeah, it depends on how wet she
You
is.
ever jump into a cold pussy?
Yeah. And it's painful. It's
It
painful
was
too.
cold, my nigga.
Yeah.
It don't
Well,
look warm.
when you got a condom on, it don't have the same warmth anyway. It's just
I always thought, can you put some lubricant on the inside of the condom for men?
That might
Slippery.
slide off.
slippery don't mean warm.
That might
Yeah.
slide
But some of
off.
that got that warm lubricant.
Nah.
Warm.
God crafted and handmade a coochie for a reason. So if you put something in between it, it's not gonna feel the same.
So if you can agree, it don't feel the same. So you would be willing to take this new birth control pill for men?
It just depends on the side effects.
Well, let's say, for instance, what it deals
But
with.
you're a happy guy, so you might not face that side effect. You depend on
Wait
what
a
people
minute.
going through in their life. You know
So
what I mean?
how it all works is that pretty much these pills suppress sperm production.
Right.
And it blocks sperm, okay? Pretty much from producing.
Now, I'll tell you, 1 out of those 100 men that they did test for a whole year was not able to gain back his fertility. 1 out, and they can't blame it on that, though. They don't know for sure if he was just an infertile guy or if this birth control pill. But 1 out of that 100 men was never able to gain fertility again.
And this is the preliminary studies and all of the case studies that have happened so far. Okay, so let's say men will. I think trying to control your hormones levels. I think it's gonna be the same for men and women.
I cheated right here.
What did he say?
He said condom sex is necessary, even
Evil.
necessary evil. Them shit's really.
So
you got to get
condoms
you a
suck.
girlfriend in. Because again, I understand
Get
they
you a
suck,
wife.
but you got to you got to have one partner there because folks be just out here just jumping into everybody. And I was gonna say they've been working on trying to find a birth control for men since 1976, basically when they first invented it for women. And my thing is, then y'all can impregnate because I seen a meme like this. Y'all can impregnate 360 women a year versus a woman who can only have one child a year. Why would you think they would create birth control for men versus women?
We don't know. But
and why is it taking 40 years later now?
We don't know, but this is my educated guess. My educated guess is that because women have more of an effect when they get pregnant because, you're going through for 9 months. So it's way more marketable. Women are more likely to go get birth control than a man, knowing that the man don't have the consequence of having to be pregnant for 9 months.
I tell you, if men could be pregnant for 9 months, boy.
Okay.
Let me tell you. I mean, can you guys? I would say the pill, this groundbreaking study of this new pill, DMAU.
I wouldn't trust it. Though.
It's a birth control method for men. It's gonna probably have the same side effects trying to control the sperm productions and hormones,
testosterone,
as the women,
all of that.
It's testosterone. It's going to control your testosterone. It's probably going to cause some nauseousness. Mm-hmm. You're going to have nausea in the morning, fellas, after you take the pill. Okay? Yeah. You're probably going to have some depression. You're probably going to gain some weight. Right. Would you take it just so that you don't have to use condoms if you're with someone? Because I'm going to be on here and I'm going to, really say, please practice safe sex. Please. They got gonorrhea now. They got it on the train here in downtown LA.
They got it what?
That says it's just not, it's immune. Like it don't even, there's gonorrhea out there now that don't even, like, pills can't even control.
It's like HIV or something, or what you mean?
You can't.
There's no cure for it?
It's immune to drugs. Like, basically, drugs can't even get rid of it. So it's some gonorrhea around here, and they got public service announcements all over the trains and public transportation. So there's some things that's out here, and HIV that's, let's just go ahead and, because this is not just our show, it's the people's show. So what is the people saying out there? Oh.
No, IG got me cracking up, because it's another thing, too, about just people in general. We can't remember to take pills and prescriptions and things like that. But he said the reason why male birth control won't work for men is because men don't like to take medicine like they should. You know what I mean?
Ain't gonna work.
Niggas that have a full medicine cabinet full of high blood pressure pills and be like, I feel good today.
That's true.
That's not Jay.
So
that's true.
Oh, my nephew, you ain't supposed to watch this.
You know what? This is grown folks talk, but you know what? He's like, she said, go on.
About to say sex parts, you need to listen to that part.
You need to listen to that part, because we got 15, 16-year-old nephews out here tuning in, too.
Jesus, have mercy. I had a
grown folks conversation.
Get your tail out of here.
That's how I felt last week with Mr. E's baby with her cute self. I was about to be like, hi, baby. Then I thought about what we just was talking about. I was like, grown folks conversation, Mr. E.
You know what? I love all my core DJs.
I love Ike Jeter.
But Ike Jeter, he said LA Coochie is lethal in 2018. I know where that last retreat, y'all was out here. Boy, I'm telling you, y'all was cutting up.
Lethal. I didn't catch up with him, boy. I didn't catch up with him.
Court DJ, we got to go to the next retreat. But I'm married now.
No, we don't.
I'm married now.
I remember when I came out of the hotel. Never mind.
Never mind.
The people want to know. The people want to know.
Back to the topic. Okay. Back to the topic. So basically, men. Back to that topic. Would you guys even consider? I mean, because it sounds like y'all don't like the way condoms feel. Women, do y'all
trust the chick when she says she's on the pill? Do y'all always trust? I mean, that's what I want to know, Gita.
I mean, Mr. E.
Yo.
You married now. We team married. This team single right here. Okay.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, you guys already have kids. I know you guys are trying. I'm pulling out. Me and my husband, we pulling out.
We pulling out. Because
married people out here pulling out. Okay.
Because if we have a kid, then so be it.
Why,
there's some couples.
So why women, why is your wife not using birth control? I wish she was on the phone so I can call her and ask her, why did you take birth control? I know why I'm not taking birth control. We already talked about the side effects. Would you be willing to take the side effects just so you can have that whole experience? Because sometimes the whole pulling out, it's kind of whack too.
No, I mean you got a lot of little different methods. I mean, you got Plan Bs, and I don't
want no Plan Bs. I ain't taking no. Please, ladies,
Plan Bs.
Don't be out there just taking Plan
regular too.
Oh, excuse me, y'all. I'm saying. No, don't be out there talking about the Plan Bs with a condom.
You can take a
Women got a couple Plan Bs, and the sisters out there be slipping up. They got a couple Plan Bs in their drawer, even though it costs them this $50 pill. You feel me? It's a $50 mistake.
Business.
But I'm not gonna take those like just they vitamins.
Right.
No, you can treat yourself to a Plan B once a year.
Once a year. Oh no.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't even want to feel like that.
That ain't nothing but an answer.
You still worry for the whole month. You still worry for the whole month.
That right there, read that. That ain't nothing but a core DJ that done said that.
Can't get pregnant in this road. Lord.
That ain't nothing but a core DJ. Look.
He telling the truth. He telling the truth.
Never mind.
So, that's another show.
We gonna have to have a core DJ show because it's gonna be real raw.
You know them DJs be having that lifestyle, boy. That's why I can't mess with them.
Nah, don't say that,
You
though,
know?
because there's some real saved, married,
Where?
good DJs out there.
Where they at? That's right.
Why you got your face? Even he frowned up his face. Mr.
Where?
He frowned up his face.
If you're in the music industry, you ain't gonna make it.
Right. Mr. You in the music industry. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Anyways, all right. So we've established that it don't feel good with the
It don't feel
condoms,
good.
and men basically out here, you know, really kind of it sounds like you guys are willing to take some of the side effects, but even though the shot clinical trial and the male hormones and the male birth control shot got shut down early, we got this new one. Would you even consider doing a test, and you and your wife being you know, if they was paying you, because I'm sure this LA
being the monkeys, they ran the test on monkeys first.
They ran LA
basically, that's what they tried to do.
Monkeys, and who else? They had
No,
a couple animals.
100
people.
First it was monkeys, and then it was 100 couples that they did this test on. And 4 out of that 100 actually produced children.
Oh.
And one of the children actually miscarried or whatnot. So
that's another
but
thing.
The other 3 babies were healthy, but it was 4 out of them actually got pregnant out of the study.
So it's the long-term effects. What are your what's the reluctancy taking this birth control pill?
Well, you know, you want more to gain than you do to loss. So like if estrogen not estrogen, testosterone is what gives you that, you know, what is part of what makes you hard, be able to stay hard. You know, so the thing about it is, if you don't have that, then it just kind of defeats the purpose, because
it defeats the purpose.
It didn't say though that it affected that though. It didn't
so that's why I said it depends on the side effect, because
though I think it affects sometimes those men.
Yeah, it just seems like it just didn't get hard enough. It was
it gets super hard real quick, and then maybe like for a few minutes, but you got to get it right then and there. You know what I mean?
Well, see. I mean, sometimes that depends on the man too. Just like with women and birth control, you know, the side effects depends on that person. So it's the same thing with men. You know, that it might not have that same effect on every man.
Not on every man. There's muscle pain, acne.
I think that this is going to cause a bunch of shenanigans, though.
Would you take it even though it may cause a little muscle pain, some discomfort, and some acne?
I think that's better than 18 years of child support.
Like I said, I'm thinking this is going to cause some shenanigans, because I also seen a show on a reality show. One of the wives was hiding from her husband that she was on birth control for a long time, but he had been practicing and wanting a baby and been giving it to her like every night of the week, and now he found out why they couldn't get pregnant. Ooh. This is going to give men a reason to do this shit to their girls or their wives, or even if girls try to trap a nigga and be like, I'm pregnant, he gonna be like, I'm on the pill. What you talking about? Like,
yeah, for real.
It's gonna change the whole dynamics of things.
Yeah.
Y'all gonna be on it and hiding it from women just like we did y'all for years.
Yeah. But
I mean,
I don't know no couple. I don't know no married women that don't want to have kids, but the man do, and they haven't talked about it before they got married.
There's a lot of them out there. It's a
No,
lot.
I have a friend, straight up. I have a male friend of mine. He was actually married, and his wife had a couple abortions behind his back, bro.
But that's mad selfish. I think that's
mad selfish.
That's a totally different thing, because it's like now it's not about pills. It's about being in a healthy marriage. You know what I'm saying? Like
my first marriage, I'll be honest with you. I didn't mean to cut you off. I'm sorry. No. My first marriage, I did not want no baby by him, and I don't know why.
Did you communicate that though? But did you communicate it? Because that's what it's about.
I know he wanted children, and the girl that he jumped off with after me. Right away, they got pregnant, but let me tell you how God don't like ugly. That was not his baby. How both of y'all brown skin looking like you, Mr. E, and y'all baby come out looking like Beyonce.
Our babies come out light skin.
No, that child.
That's true.
Like
That's actually
Beyonce
true.
with like blondish hair. How you got blondish hair and both y'all like real brown skin?
Right, right.
Come on.
Did they ever do a paternity test?
God don't like ugly. I don't even know, because me and him, you know, we all right now, but it wasn't all right before. Let me tell y'all what this broad told me. As me and him got our first divorce, and we'll talk about divorce. That'll be another episode for another day. But she told me, I'm not going to let him divorce you because I like screwing your husband.
That's pretty easy.
Yeah, blow your smoke in the air on that one, sis, because that's some BS. If I wasn't living in Texas at the time, I would have been in jail right now, y'all. I'd have been in jail because I would have found her and drug her all over the streets of Nevada.
I already know.
Oh my goodness.
And so,
but you
anyways,
know what?
I don't mean to get off
You really should drag him for allowing her to disrespect you like that. That's what it's really about.
I remember that.
You know what? It was a really tough time. And we'll talk about divorce later, but right now we're talking about male contraceptives. We are talking about, you know, and I think another thing that really caused us to really want to talk about this too, because as being teen single, tell us about your experiences out there with men, the lack of wanting to use condoms.
It don't matter, and guys just don't want to use it, period, nowadays. And I had a guy not too long ago, he was mad he had to go to the store and get them. You know what I mean? But he went and got them, and he came back, and we handled the business. But still, it was just like the whole aspect of.
But how uncomfortable is that? Like the whole mood is ruined. You gotta stop. Go to the store, and guess what? I'm gonna be gone by the time you get back because I got some sleep to get. I gotta go to sleep.
For real. But guys just don't have them, and I wasn't prepared to have them either. You know, because I really wasn't expecting to do it. I came to visit the guy, but it's just like, okay, guys, y'all number one should always have them. Us too, we should have them as well. But the last few times, I've always had them, and guys haven't had them. And that's what also kind of, it just makes you think guys nowadays.
It makes you feel whack too as a woman. I'm walking around with ultra thin Magnum.
Just making you think that I keep them, but I gotta keep them because niggas ain't wearing them or bringing them, you know, nowadays.
Can I give you?
You know that's whack.
Can I give you a Mr. E fact? Just real quick.
Mr. E fact.
I'm gonna give you a Mr. E fact. Now, long time ago, you know, I use condoms very often, but let me go ahead and tell you this. Never in my life, I'm 35 years old, never in my entire life have I ever had a woman say, if you don't go get a condom, we're not gonna have sex. Never.
Oh, it's always, you know,
and
I've slipped up a couple of times. I flipped up a couple of times in my life. I'm 37, so I have slipped up a couple of times, but still, no.
That's a shame.
Lately, I've been serious, especially the type of guy you're like, hey, if he's an industry nigga, producer, whoever, you want to make sure.
But never in his life. This is a man athlete.
I put that on my
you
daughter.
Know, these niggas out here smashing rappers.
I put that on my daughter.
Mr. E, are you telling us never in your life has a woman stopped you and made you stop and go get?
Never in my life. I put that on my daughter. My daughter's in another room. I put that on my daughter. That's why it's hard for me to relate, because most of the women I know, they be like either way. If you got a condom, cool. But if you don't got a condom, then what they do is just try to imagine what's the worst that can happen, and they choose to just keep going with it. Because when women get in the mood, when they really get in the mood, you can get a woman to do just about anything.
And, you know, I can say the few times that I slipped up, I was intoxicated. I was feeling good, and they was fine. You know what I mean? Right. And then it's like, what you supposed to do? You know what I mean? But nowadays, it's like you just can't slip up no more. Because number one, is diseases. I don't want those, and I don't want no kids. I ain't trying to get pregnant by nobody. I'm not on birth control. So I'm 10,000% about the condoms. And that's why I say I like the thins, because I know that they feel good. I've tried all of them in the book. And those are the only ones that work for me. And I wouldn't trust a man even if he said he was on birth control. I'm on the pill. Okay, well, does this pill control gonorrhea like she was saying and all this other shit?
They call it super gonorrhea.
That's what the hell they need to work on is a damn anti-pill for STDs and shit.
Yeah, for real.
They call it super gonorrhea, y'all.
Shots to get an STD shot. You know what I mean? Anti-STD shots.
And I think one night of pleasure with a really cute guy is just not worth it.
It's not at all. Not at all.
Super gonorrhea?
Folks be having sex one time and end up with a baby, too. So that's another thing. You know, just like her from
years of child support, like the man said. It's not worth it. 18 years of child support.
Or a lifetime of whatever you catch, either. You got to think about that.
But I'm going to tell you something else, though.
Folks out here looking good with HIV, you don't even know. So Magic Johnson been around 55 years with HIV, nigga. You see him?
But this new gonorrhea is called super gonorrhea.
No more.
What it is antibiotic resistant. Everybody ain't got Magic Johnson money though, too.
He probably ain't even got it no more.
No, yeah, everybody ain't got no Magic Johnson money. He done went to people in Africa.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. He done been back in Africa 20 million times.
But there is some antibiotic resistant sexual transmitted diseases out there, y'all. We have to take this stuff really serious. Like, what about that Ursher? You know, and bless
she
her.
call it that Ursher.
I'm not. And you know what? And I don't know. That's allegedly that Ursher. Okay, because I don't want to get nobody to sue me. Okay, because I love Usher. I'm still an Usher fan. But they say he got them herpes. You feel me? That's that Ursher. What? Those are things you can't get rid of.
You can't.
That's right.
Lifetime.
We've had that talk too before on Love and War Talk.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
How do you tell someone that, hey, I really feel you, but I got something. I've got anti-resistant gonorrhea. I got super gonorrhea.
How did we get on this
Well, you
subject?
know what?
Because not using protection gets you on the subject.
well, let me tell you
got
this.
Anti-resistant what?
If you have the conversation of, hey, let's go get tested, then you don't have to worry about no confessions, no way. You know what I'm saying?
That's not a bad idea, you know, and I've always thought about that too. When you're getting serious with somebody, how would they feel? No, but I'm saying before you even getting in the heat of the moment, you got to start dating and getting to know a person first, and then say, hey, you know what? Before we take this step forward, would you like to go to the clinic with me? So it just put us both at ease of mind, just in case something does happen.
That's
you
real.
know, I wonder how many guys. That's what I'm saying. How many guys would actually fucking do that? You know, there's a lot of guys that'd be like, really, Mr. E?
Boy, yeah.
You would?
Boy, yeah.
You would?
Boy, yeah.
I would hope that y'all would respect a woman like that.
You know what I mean? You would show somebody your HIV-free paperwork too, huh? You'd be like, yeah. Look at my paperwork.
Then you could just get loose, just go crazy because you know that y'all good.
Do what you want to do. Feel free.
But that still don't protect you from not having them kids. Because now,
man,
I know you got one.
Man, women let me tell you something.
Of a certain age.
Women love to have kids. Women love to have kids. Why do you think of so many baby mamas out here right now? Women love to have kids.
You looking at a woman that hates to have kids. I don't want no kids.
Man,
no kids, and I don't see a watermelon coming out of this apricot anytime soon.
But you know what? You're one of the few. You're one of the few because women love to have kids. They would love to have kids for child support.
That's a lie.
That's a lie from the pit of hell.
You must be talking about some Cedar Hill or Oak Cliff or
what? We talk about Cedar Cliff.
Pomona,
like
North Hollywood, everybody. They love it.
Y'all, you know what? Everybody, all y'all Oak Cliff chicks, y'all can have her. I ain't even gonna protect her.
You ain't gonna even protect
I ain't even gonna protect her. I'm gonna let y'all jack her ass
Where he at? Redbird Lane? Where you at, Mr. E? Look.
Man, I'm in Duncanville. They like, man, y'all.
Hey, that's what they be doing out there.
Y'all love having kids. Y'all love having baby showers.
No, we don't. I'm scared of birth. I'm scared of childbirth. I'm scared to have to breastfeed.
So would you be with, say for instance, you end up with a guy. Okay?
We both on birth control.
You end up with a guy. Let's go ahead
and y'all gonna be in the bed, just can't move. Can't do nothing.
Right.
Cause y'all full of drugs.
You with a guy and he's taking a male birth control pill. Mm-hmm. Would you like that? You would like that? Because all the burden of the side effects is off on him.
Especially if I'm a woman that doesn't want any children. I'm like, oh, this is great. Oh, just like I deal with guys. I've dated a couple guys that's had a hysterectomy or vasectomy. Why do I keep saying that?
Hysterectomy. That's the wrong one.
That's my pen right here. But anyway, the vasectomy thing, and it works, like I said, just fine. But it gives me peace of mind if something were to happen. I ain't gotta have no babies. You know what I mean?
They lie? No, my nerves was bad. I was like, oh, he could be just lying and trying to get me pregnant.
Trying to get you pregnant. Hey, I had a guy trying to trap me before too.
Yeah.
So that's
why. Dudes do that.
They be trying to
get some dudes out there.
That's why I don't trust them when they be like, I'm on the pill. Nah, just like girls will tell you I'm on the pill. Oh, that pill didn't work.
You know why? Because y'all like having babies. Y'all like having babies. 18.
That's a lie. Not everybody. My whole life, after my first one, honey, I was one and done.
DJ Dip said, pop a pill and fire away. What up, Lonnie?
Okay, you're gonna be passing out. You're gonna have some depression. You're gonna have some weight gain.
But women, niggas gonna be thick for the summer if they start taking these.
She tripping.
Just like the bitches for the summer.
For those who just joined us, y'all, it's a new male birth control pill that in probably 5 to 10 years could be available. It's
maybe
called
less than that, girl.
DMAU. That's what just the sources say. It said they've been green lighted on a phase 1 study.
They've been on phase 1 study since
but those was different types. Okay, that was the injection.
Like I said, I'm worried about y'all. Let me tell you why I'm worried about y'all.
And men punked out.
Let me tell you why I'm worried about men, though.
Okay.
They had, first of all, the women birth control first was launched, what, 1975, 6 or whatever?
It's been a long time.
It's been a long time. But listen, the same time shortly after that, they have been working on these clinical trials for men. 1977, 1980,
it's
1990, 1995. If you look at all these articles, there's hella articles over the last 20 years and decades about them trying to make these damn birth control for men.
They talk about men across different countries, ethnicities, and socioeconomic
They can't
groups.
get it right, so something ain't going right.
That shows men and couples
I'm
are
having
very
a time right
interested
now.
in taking male birth control.
But we need a few updates.
The last study, basically that was suppressing sperm production, that blocked sperm production. Pretty much, it got cut short. So this new one, DMAU, by this company out here in Los Angeles, California. They basically, what is the company called again, sis? They basically got the green light. LA Biomed. LA Biomed has it launched 2 new male contraceptive studies, and preliminary studies show that the oral contraceptive pill, appears to be safe and effective if taken daily. So
yeah,
y'all gonna try it? So you ain't got to pull out?
Let me tell you this. Let me tell you this. 40 years of trying, and on the first day you want me to take it? Nah, it's gonna need a few updates like iPhone.
Until I tell them about them working on it, because like I said, it makes me worry too. If they have not been able, they've been fine with making ours. You know what? And y'all know with side effects, but why else haven't they been able
gender
to put this
disparity?
Women,
we've had to take losing hair, gaining weight, mood swings, but as soon as men get the shot, the clinical trial, and somebody commits
irregular
suicide.
Heart rate, that's what they said too for men. Irregular heart rate.
A little regular heart rate, a little high blood pressure.
A little. Dang.
Men can't take it. That's my problem with this.
But it's not even.
Ever get to
maybe
a point
that's why
in society.
But
that's
it's
why
not even the same side
the
effects.
1970s.
But it's not the
Y'all
same side
can't
effects.
take it.
A regular heartbeat is serious. That's different than weight gain, And
I just don't think they'll
y'all
remember to
can't
take the pill
it.
anyway.
They can't
Not
take
gonna
the pill
remember
on
to take the
time.
pill.
So I just think
hold on,
I don't know.
before we can get started. You can't say we ain't gonna take it on time. We ain't even got started yet.
Because women can't take it on time, nigga. I couldn't remember how to take mine on time.
That don't mean we can't,
like,
because y'all
we on Thursday. Shoot.
This is love and war.
It's Tuesday.
Just because y'all can't,
regardless or not, there's a clinical trial underway, and basically it's a breakthrough on male contraceptive, and it just was released on Friday. This is new news. This is a breakthrough in male contraceptive, and making headway in the medical community. I mean, regardless or not, Mr. E, you say you would be very reluctant to take it.
Yeah, but because you know what? Because they still in clinical study. You know what the clinical study gonna be? Us.
I wonder why it won't pass or what's going on. Because again, if they've had ours for about 30 years, is it because of you guys' side effects? We can already tell
you right here.
Is it because of the side effects you guys are experiencing, which are very similar to the same ones that we experience? You know what I mean? If not, we experience more.
It's probably gonna be
because
different.
We've got a whole woman productive system down there with periods and cycles and first, I'm telling you, ours is way different than y'all's. So
but look at it like this.
That's why I don't understand.
But look at it like this. Like they just came out with women Viagra, but they've been having men Viagra for the longest. You see what I'm saying?
That is true. I haven't tried it. I want to try it though. I wonder what it make you feel like. Like
I don't want to just be wet forever though. You know how men be hard forever. That would just be that would and they just be walking around just walking. No, it ain't. No, it ain't. No, it ain't. Mama gotta get some sleep. Okay, mother gotta get some sleep. She said. Hell no, man. All right, so you know what, Missy? I don't know if you're ready for the people want to know yet, because you know we at that time. We at that time, man.
You know, it's hard to do what people want to know on it because it's so informative. It ain't, right. You know, it's hard to do.
People want to know, just like I ain't got no sex tips today.
Y'all, why y'all not prepared?
Man, I mean, we thought this was the education week.
You know? I wasn't ready, man. I wasn't ready.
We thought this was educational week.
I got something for your sex tips. Both of y'all then. Let's just jump to sex tips.
She got a sex tip then.
No, what we got sex tips is how to make protected sex good.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Oh, that's easy.
From a male and female perspective, I'm gonna ask y'all because the people want to know. So I'm the people today, and the people want to know. I'm gonna ask both of y'all, team single and team married. But team married, I know y'all ain't over there pulling out no condoms.
Y'all is married, so y'all ain't gonna do protected sex.
No, but I know he can tell men out there. He can give. He didn't have protected sex before as a man. He can give men advice, and he can offer women advice. And women, you can offer both of them advice. So you go first, ladies first.
Lube.
Lubricant. You got any?
Lick and lube. That's all I gotta say.
What kind?
The condom will work.
What kind of lubricant do you?
Well, there's
I kind of like that
one. It's a warm one that Trojan or somebody
has. The Trojan warm.
Yes, the Trojan warm one.
Okay, let me.
But lick and lube.
The blue, the one that's blue.
If you lick right.
The one that's blue.
Will work just fine.
Lick it right.
And the Trojan thins. I love the Trojan thins. Even if you're a small guy, that Trojan thin will still work for you.
What that mean if you're a small guy? I thought.
Because Trojans, everybody thinks, or no, it's the Magnums, the Magnum thins. That's what it is, the Magnum thins. But everybody thinks Magnum is only for guys who are well endowed. And no, if you got a schmeckle, you can still get in there.
Well, the thing about it is,
then she call it a schmeckle.
There's a schmeckle and there's a schlong.
First of all,
there's a difference.
Every condom, people don't know this, but every condom can fit every size. I mean, what I mean by that is small condoms can fit every size. They made
big ones can fit some small ones too.
Yeah.
One time I had to pull it out and he looked at it like, oh shit, she got one of these. It's like, it's gonna be all right, play. Just put it on. Just put it on.
That's a marketing scheme. People don't realize this, but Magnums is really a marketing
The look on his face though was defeated, like, oh man, she probably think just put it on.
Just put it on. Just go put it on.
It's gonna be okay. Yeah. All right, you got any suggestions? Like I said, lick and lube, but go ahead.
Lick and lube.
And more head. You don't even, just take the condom off and, don't even worry about penetration. Just head. You can't be pregnant with head.
That's just for you.
That's just for you. But what about us?
I hate guys like that though, because it's like that defeats the purpose though. So what about us? Are we ever gonna get off? I remember this one guy used to give me ultimatatives like, would you rather me lick it or would you rather do this? And it's like, why can't I have both?
Both, yeah.
Why do I have to? Why? First of all, why you gotta ask me what I want, and then second of all, why can't I have both? But anyway.
Well, dang, I mean, it's Burger King. Get it your way right away.
No, that's not fair. If we take that off and it's just pleasing you, what about us?
No. We're talking about you just made it. But you just made it clear that that condoms don't matter to females, which I think is a myth. But nonetheless, you just made it clear. You said so. What we're gonna do is do our thing with the condom, and then when it's time for us to get ours, we're gonna rip that condom off, and you can get to work for about a hot 5 minutes.
Who said that?
I just said that.
Look,
you
tried that KY warming liquid.
That's an old throwback.
But it's good though. It's the one.
I personally don't like oils. I don't. You know what I'm saying?
You don't like lubes?
No,
I don't like the way they taste.
I don't like the way they feel.
And they get sticky. It get warm. It's nice. That one, the KY warming liquid. That's the one to try.
No, I've tried it. I've tried it.
Lick first, and if no reaction, lube. Lick and lube.
Nah, if it ain't no reaction, we're gonna
lick and lube. If y'all got any suggestions too, I would like y'all to put them in the comment section.
What up,
Indo?
Yeah.
But yeah, if y'all have any suggestions for safe sex, how to make it good, because again, we're talking about male birth control, and if y'all can't rely on this pill, y'all still got to use these condoms, because y'all still can't just be sliding up in everybody right. You're going to get that cactus. What it is, Kino used to call it the ninja. It's called the ninja. You got to check yourselves. So don't trust these male birth control pills out here, because you're going to have a baby and a disease.
He said that is just like putting Vicks on a swipe. That's a hot mess. I mean, I don't know what to tell y'all fellas then. Y'all don't like lube. Y'all don't like condoms. But there's different type of STDs out there. There is the super gonorrhea.
Why you keep saying? Why you don't?
Hey,
why y'all keep saying?
Never had nothing. Oh
my God. Antibiotic resistant.
Why do y'all keep saying that fellas don't like condoms? We it's not that we don't like condoms. We prefer raw just like y'all prefer raw.
Thank God.
Somebody said F1 Braun. What if she's a cheater?
Yeah, that's what you gotta worry about. It. You can, and that's again why I be scared.
What if you're a cheater?
You think you in a monogamous relationship, but what if that person is stepping out and sleeping with somebody at her job, and they just using, no protection?
It's just,
and this nigga, what if he's the male whore? What if he's the thigh? Because men are thighs too.
So
we can't be thighs. We can't be thighs.
I mean, I'm glad I'm married, because I don't have to deal with that. One thing
Me
that
too.
really scares me, have y'all ever seen one of them blue waffle coochies? Somebody waffle.
I think I seen that back in high school or something, bitch. I've been scared ever since.
Not too long ago. Whatever that thing going around. I might put that in my Google right now if I can tell y'all.
Don't put that in the Google.
No,
here she goes.
Blue waffle.
Don't. I don't even want to go to
Blue
this.
waffle.
She always want to change the dynamics of the show and just throw your lip. Oh my goodness, that ain't even it. I'm just jumping at a blue waffle, nigga. I jumped in a blue waffle picture, nigga. I was just like, not ready. Anyway. No, that's it. That shit
it
look
worse than the Earth. It look like worse than the Earth.
What is this?
It's some
what is
stuff.
that?
It's some stuff out there, y'all.
Oh my goodness.
You'll never want to have sex again when you got this on.
They're looking, I think y'all need to Google Blue Waff J, because that's what the hell she just WAFFJE. Google that and you'll see what the hell images just popped up, and it'll make you never want to have unprotected sex in your life again.
These coochies look big down.
Oh, they look
like
some broccoli and burnt cauliflower.
It looks real bad, y'all. It's out there.
And what is that?
I don't know. It's herpes bump Simplex 10.
That look like
anti-resistance gonorrhea of syphilis. So it's out there.
Don't trust
y'all.
that birth control.
I don't know.
Trust them
so
pills.
Guess what? If y'all wanna, there is
What did Trayvon say too?
DMAU is for short.
Yeah.
It's an option. It's a birth control method for men. It's a pill out there. But I say, if you're gonna do that pill, please be married.
I need to read a couple comments.
Don't be single.
Because we only got a few minutes before we get up out of here too.
We're gonna get up out of here.
Trayvon Trapberg said we don't like the condom basically, but we got to use them. And Endo, this is something I need both of y'all to hear, since y'all the married ones on the show. But Endo, he said most of the women, like basically his first comment, married couples are cheaters too. Most of the women that I mess with are in marriages and relationships.
Ooh.
So they must be tricking, huh? They what they doing? They swiping that card. I'm just playing,
Oh my God! They got him with a picture with a blue waffle face.
Oh no, because
we just gonna do that head and be they just serving it up out here, y'all.
Oh man!
Everybody, be safe out there.
You gotta be safe out there. I appreciate everybody tuning in thus far to Love and War Talk. We do it every Sunday afternoon, 4 p.m. That's what is that, Pacific time, and then we got 6 p.m. Central time, 7 p.m. Eastern time, and then of course, we live during the week too. We do actually go live on Wednesday, Thursday, so make sure y'all look for that little live.
And you know what? I might start going live by myself. I think we should all start going live by ourselves too. Eventually, when we get some topics and some things to just talk to the people about.
Because again, they can stick to our topics for the weekend.
We are content creators. I'm your girl D-Light,
and I'm Ebony Mose.
And it's your boy Mr. E.
Look, he like, oh, it's me.
It's me. That's right. We gotta have a male perspective on the show.
Right. If y'all got a topic, make make sure y'all email us too at loveandwartalk@gmail.com. Follow the Love and War Talk IG page, Love and War Talk on YouTube, Spotify. Name all the damn shit you got us on.
We're a blog show. So we're live with Anchor and with Spreaker. So
Right.
we're gonna put the show, we take this audio, put it on our blog show as well, put it on our YouTube channel. So just support us, like and share. I'm your girl D-Light. Make sure you follow me at On Air Divas. Thank you. Great content. Trey Park.
Thank you. Go back and watch the previous shows too. We got some good stuff.
Yeah, definitely. And how can they follow you?
Ebony Mosette, they follow me right now. The EBONYMOZAY. And follow Mr. Go ahead, Mr. E.
And you can follow me on Instagram, Mr. E Diddy, like P Diddy, MISTA E Diddy.
He always be posting stuff that just have the women in his comments going in and stuff.
Yeah, so and if y'all need some tracks, y'all hit him up. He got them fire tracks. You know, that boy play like he play the keyboards like he in the church.
In the church.
But he can play them with that
and got a nice studio too.
With that street. Yeah, with that street.
You want to record something.
With that street. You know what I'm saying? So you got that good classical R&B with that dope hip hop sound, and I'm feeling you. Thank you for being our co-host and our male perspective on the show.
Yes,
Your girl, the core DJs, Ebony and D-Light.
Okay, she gonna say our name like 10 million times. It's time to sign out of here, y'all. We love y'all and appreciate y'all for tuning in, Mr. E. We'll call you later.
All right.
Love y'all.
All right, go back and watch the rest of the show if you missed it at the beginning of it, y'all. We'll see you later.
All right.